Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Meek, good afternoon. Um, for those of you that celebrate, Merry Christmas. And for those of you that don't, I hope you're having a good day. Spend the time with some family, some loved ones. And if you don't have that, that is why I am here. I am here to be the gift. What is the gift? The gift of somebody who may need someone to be around. Scorp, good afternoon. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Those that don't celebrate it, or those that don't have someone around them, or those that don't have no one to have this type of thing with, I am making myself available for that reason, right? If you understand me and if you listen to me for a while, if I ask or I say, if you need a shoulder to cry on or you need somebody to talk to, I am here. And this is the extension of that very word, is to add to somebody, because we have to understand, while there are people out there enjoying their family, the grandbaby, congratulations, if that's what you're talking about. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what you're talking about. There's always someone that doesn't have what we have, meaning there may not be your family member around, right? There may not be someone that you can just come over and say, hey, Merry Christmas, let's hang out and do the things that we do. Oh, everybody's coming. That's what's up, Scorp. Somebody may not have that, right? So that's why I say, I am available. I make myself available. Now, last year was epic. I'll be joking with Meek. I was joking with Meek. You know, was that yesterday? She was online, and yet I was just thinking about last year's Be the Gift. That was epic. That was a beautiful thing. Even though we was joking around, the fact that we got the time to be there for one another, whether, that was just a blessing in disguise, right? Uh, I'm not gonna go into details with that, but if you want to, y'all gonna have to watch the replay, and that day, and I'm gonna forewarn you, if you do watch that replay, that was that was a long one, right? That was a long live. To me, I think that was my best live that I've ever done since or before, because uh it was just, everybody came together, right? At the end of the day, you know, I know you guys are considered subscribers, right? But at the end of the day, when you put in that work to continuously support that person, well, in this case, me, I don't consider you subscribers. I consider you guys family. And so, I know I have the immediate family, right? Children. Well, I ain't got no parents. So children's aunts, I mean children's nieces, nephews, brothers, things of that nature. But you guys are family too, because you guys continuously show love to me. And that's what a family should consist of, is love, right? I know a lot of the time, people might say this ain't nothing, hit the like button and keep it pushing. But sometimes you have to understand, pushing that like button can give a person life. Sometimes, just hitting that like button says, you know what? I am very interested in what you're saying, even if you don't stay long enough to hear it in its entirety. You are showing that person that I am very interested in what you're talking about, and I would like to hear more of it. So because of those type of situations, I have often and continuously said, hey, let me go ahead and do what I can to show love back to the people that gives love to me. Sophia too. Good afternoon. Good morning. Happy holidays. Um, and because of that, this is why I am live. I don't have a topic. I don't have anything, to really go off of. I'm just going like last year. I just went off of what was being said in the chat and, spur of the moment things that pop into your mind or into my mind, because at the end of the day, I understand some people may be going through things. Some people may, like I said, literally be in wherever they are alone, whether it's at home. Some people may be working. Realist, what's going on? Happy holidays. Good afternoon. Right? Whether it's at work, at home, or wherever they can be, right? Because there's some people, like lately, I've seen people going through situations because rent is up. They're staying in their cars, right? They're, they're doing what they have to do to survive. And a lot of the time, it's not a shameful thing, but to them it's an embarrassment, right? So I don't know who I could be reaching. So I'm just going to put this out there just because someone may need to hear a friendly voice. Hopefully that's my voice. Hopefully that's what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I am here because the family is being appreciated. The family is going to receive the love that I have for them, and that's you guys, the subscribers, the ones that's here, the one that's in the clouds, the bushes, the raptures, wherever you guys are. I just want you guys to understand and know that you guys are very much appreciated. And because of that, I am here to give you the time that you richly deserve. Because at the end of the day, for me, you guys are family, right? Whether you're on this continent or another, right? Whether you're East Coast, West Coast, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that you guys deserve the love and the attention that is being given to you because you guys are the family. I had to move to a small old house in order to have my money in my pocket. I ain't kissed butt all my life to get my money. And that's what I'm saying. Somebody may be going through a situation financially. Somebody may be going through a thing emotionally. Who's to say? But hopefully, the voice on the airwaves, this voice on the airwaves can help you get away from that situation for a little bit. Like for the fellas, most people are probably watching the NBA as the Knicks and the Spurs are playing, or watching the NFL as the Kansas City Chiefs are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. There may be people watching that, but say, you know what? This may not be doing enough for me. Let me see if I can find something else and put on YouTube. And here I am, right? And that's a beautiful thing that you tell your truth, Scorp, right? Because some people may be hurt to tell their truth. I don't want to use ashamed. I don't want to use embarrassed, but some people just don't like their truths, right? But that's why, when you do things like this, we have to understand we have to do things in a good manner or a bad manner, right? The choices are on the individual. But if we're being honest, um, everybody may not, right? Everybody may not want their truths to be out there. Some people don't even like looking at their truths with their own eyes, right? So that's why the distractions are needed. That's why, if somebody got the doom and gloom, I could some people turn around and find that the doom and gloom of somebody else is hilarious. Or they could find it that sad to where maybe I could help them to get rid of mine. Right? Because holidays can be good and bad. Right? I know last night I caught myself dwelling back in the past, right? Like, damn, I wonder if my mother would approve of what I'm doing, sending the presents to the kids and setting up things for the kids or whatever it is. You know, 2024 was a year of difference for me, right? Like I've gained a lot of people. Like shout out to all of you guys. I gained a lot of you guys. I added you to the family, and I've lost a lot, right? But at the end of the day, if I could continuously do what I do, if I could take care of home, if my season of harmony is completed, I did my share for the family, right? I brought my mom's side together. I brought my dad's side together, right? I've done all that I was asked to do in my heart. So now it's about seeing if I can apply it on here, put that aspect into this stratosphere called YouTube, right? I have my family here, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see if we can do it together, right? And what better day to do it than the day more of Christ, which is Christmas, but I broke it. I spent it around more of Christ. So I have to be more like him. I have to be more of a giver than a taker. And that's what I believe, well, I know I have been doing it, but I can't perceive what everybody else perceives, you know? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The work, the energy, the difficulty, let's put this to the side. Hey, let's remember what Big Mama would do, or Grandma, or whatever you would call her, or great grandma, or great granddad, or granddaddy, or whatever their names were, right? We know that this day, for most of us, not all, but most of us coming up, we was at the grandparents' house. We might have been sitting there eating dinner a little bit early, but we got those presents out the way, right? We might have been there bright and early in the morning, getting them presents, right? Opening, tearing the gifts up, right? And seeing what we got. On my days it was Nintendo and things like that, but more of it was clothes. Riders, good afternoon, happy holidays. Appreciate you stopping by, right? When you go to grandma house and you go through all of those things and you see your parents or your parent sitting there having a conversation with their mom or their dad, or yeah, like that. I said it right. And it's like, look at my, and you sit there and you look at grandma, she's like, look at these babies getting bigger. These babies are so precious, and this, that, and the third, right? And for me, that's what 35, 40 years ago, right? Now we in 2024, and there's no more Big Mama. Like I said, for me, like it's rough for me, right? It's rough for me because my children have have and will never set their eyes on their grandparents from my side of my family, right? So they can never experience what it's like to see grandma, grandpa, my parents. So I have to go through and tell the stories of what they did or what they were or who she was or who he was, all because they're no longer here. And I have to tell it briefly because I only had them for a certain amount of time. You ain't got, and well, if you don't play the radio score, then you got to be one of the best storytellers there is to keep their minds off of that music, right? Even if it's Christmas music, you have to do the best that you can to make sure that they don't miss the music that keeps them going, right? Like, you know, again, when I was coming up, we had the music, we had the 70s music, the 60s and 70s music coming up, right? So when I play it now, they're like, dang, you old, dad. And I'm like, hey, this is how This is how I came up, right? And you know, when you in them projects and it's a whole bunch of grandkids, man, it's something different, right? You're all in a little room. If you lucky enough to have that extra room in your apartment in the projects, you throw all your coats in there, or you throw your coats in the living room as soon as you come in, right? And you know, y'all make sure y'all stay out of them, y'all stay away from them parents. Don't sit under them. Don't be looking in their mouths before you get popped in them, things like that. Dang, Scorp, you going hard. It ain't no need for that today. But yeah, so it's just a difference, when you don't have that attribute, right? You don't have that parent, you don't have that grandparent, maybe your kids are too far away, or whatever is keeping them away from you, right? Because we know sometimes, no disrespect to anybody, we have those conversations, and a lot of our kids don't like what we say to them, or some, things like that. But but whatever's keeping them away, right? This is supposed to be a day of joy, right? To spend time with the family, right? I get that a lot of people don't celebrate this holiday. I get that a lot of people don't celebrate a lot of the holidays. I look at it differently. I don't necessarily celebrate the holiday. I celebrate the time that I put with the family, the time that I put with the loved ones, right? And especially for me, like I know I missed Thanksgiving, right? Which was ball, but I was over there taking care of, you know, family business. The family, sisters. For me, my aunties wasn't rocking with each other. They ain't been rocking with each other since their mom died. So sometimes, even if you're not chosen to do it, like you didn't choose to do it, sometimes you are chosen, right? And so I decided, let me go hang out with these people. Let me get these guys together. Let me make sure they enjoy themselves. Look, make sure they don't do nothing out of character before anything happened. And the blessing was they enjoyed themselves. The blessing was that, you know, they understood a little bit about uh what it means that when you ain't got the parents that you was raised with all your life, at the end of the day, that's all you got. Yeah, that sibling rivalry is serious, man. Listen, that sibling rivalry is so serious, right? Especially when you're coming up, right? And if you got the same Riaz, what time is it? Good evening. Uh, happy holidays. I know you may not celebrate Christmas itself, so happy holidays, right? But if you got the same, like, okay, brothers, you ladies, glad to hear Riaz. Ladies, you got all sisters. Man, that competition is something, right? And if you around the same age, 2, 3, maybe 5 years, woo, it's something. For me coming up, I tried to keep up with my older brother, and he played the sports, I played the sports, right? One thing about it, I understood that he was gifted. So you work hard to try to keep up with him. I couldn't do it, right? He can't stand when I tell the story, right? But uh he was offered a walk on tryout for the Knicks. He did well. He made several cuts. You get about 3 cuts, right? He made the first cut. He made the second cut. So now we down to the 12th man. I'm like, oh my God, he might can do this. He might can do this. You get excited. At the end of the day, they cut him. They cut him and put on a 7-footer for the Knicks. They said they needed height and at the center position. You know, it hurt him a little bit. Yo, bro, you did what you can, but look, you know, there's a way to try to get back. Go to the USBL. He did the USBL. He was doing well, and then all of a sudden, you know, he didn't try anymore. You know, age came in and things like that. But what I'm saying is the support of family is the importance of days like this. The fact that, you know, you have somebody that you can reach out to and say, you know what, I'm good now because I spoke to him or her. That's being the gift. That's being the blessing. You know, and you know, like I said, a lot of people don't have that. And you know, because I'm about, you know, breaking that mantra, you can't find good people on apps like this. I totally disagree. I found family on here, right? Even if y'all don't accept me as that, to me, you guys are family. It's not about supporting you because you supported me. No, because if that was the case, I would be supporting a whole bunch of people, right? And that's not what it's about. It's about showing love to those that give you love, right? And that's what a family is. So being this gift that I'm trying to be, you know, it doesn't take from me. It only adds, right? Like I said, I don't think I could do last year what I did last year. Last year was a beautiful thing. And you know, to be honest, that was unexpected. But as I told somebody, you know, as I spoke to him, I said, "Man, look how far you came from last year, and look at the changes that you got from last year to this year." And they was like, "You know what? You sure got that right." And it's a beautiful thing because the support that we gave each other during that time was unbelievable, right? You would have thought like, "Yo, y'all really family?" And we would have been like, we might as well be, as much support we gave each other. And that's the thing that I try to do. That's the thing that I try to bring to this app. That's what I try to bring to you guys. Familiarity, familiar, family, right? That's what I try to bring as an aspect. How to work on ourselves to become better us, better people, better family members, better, you know, friends. However you want to look at it, friends, family, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call this situation, an association, whatever, right? My job is to make sure that I'm doing my job, which is to come through if if I am needed, to come through if I am called upon. And for the most part, I I think that I have. Right now, have I lost people on this thing? Absolutely, probably so. I can't say that I haven't. Yet those that still are here, they can say, you know what, Bussett he kept his word for the entire year, right? He's been showing up, he's been coming through, he's been, being supportive, he's been showing love or whatever it is. That's the thing that I can do. That's me being a gift, right? Because no matter if nobody was here now, I would still have this same conversation. I probably may not have been on this long, but I still would have left this message for somebody. Being a gift is not for the weak. I appreciate you too, Scorp. It's not for the weak. What do I mean? Because it's very easy to be discouraged that you're not doing the things that you do, right? You know, I know people want their subscriber numbers to go up. I rather the views to go up. What do I mean by the views? That the supporters that are the family that's here, they're listening to me to understand what I'm trying to do. If I'm doing it correctly, then, you know, it won't be a zero all the time. Right. And if they feel like this is something that resonates for somebody else, if they feel free to share it, they feel free to share it. If they feel like this ain't it, they walk away, they walk away. But those are the things that we have to do, like going forward, right? 2025 is a new year. Christmas is not the official end of the calendar year, but it might as well be, because that's the last thing that's the last time that you will have with your family at the end of that calendar year, right? If you celebrate New Year's, you start a new year, right? You start that new calendar year, January 1st. Okay, cool. We brought a new year in together, which means we should be leaving what happened last year at that spot last year, right? There's no need to carry on the nonsense, to carry on the foolishness of 2024. It's okay to learn from it, but it's not good to bring it with you. It's time to start a new year. It's time to start anew. Hopefully, for some of us, we renew our minds as we, start the new year. We start that new year resolution that so many people do, but get discouraged soon as they do something wrong. If you renew the mind, you say, you know what? If I fall, let me dust myself off and pick up and continue to go forward. Right? Those are the things that we have to look forward to going into this new year, this new season. Right? But being the gift that I'm trying to be, I want to support those that are going through those situations, that's going through the trials and the tribulations, you know, and whether we talk here, whether we go through emails or whatever, however we communicate, right? That offer will always remain on the table, right? Now, hopefully, I don't do anything to discourage anybody from that offer, or felt like somebody had, or I reneged on the offer, or whatever the case may be. I have to do the work that I need to do in order for me to keep that offer on the table. Am I available 365? Probably not, because in all reality, I have a life too. And just like we all do. But at the end of the day, you know, for the most part, I want to be the gift. You know what? If you need me, call me. If you need me, text me. If you need me, email me, or whatever it is. Right. And like I said, for the most part, I have been doing that. Right. But I also see that, in a family, that situations occur to where you may not speak for a little bit. For me, it's different, right? I don't like that moment, because I want to fix it as soon as I noticed it, if there's a problem. But I have to give people time to adjust for them to understand what the problem is before they can tell me what the problem is. But I'll be on it. All right, yo, hey, I ain't seen you in a little while. You good? Damn, you been watching me like that? If I don't see you in the chat, I think something's wrong. If you ain't hit my phone, I'm calling you and you don't respond, I think something's wrong. Right? That's what family do. That's what being a gift is, right? If you paying attention to what's going on, if you the gift, you don't have to wait for somebody to say, you know what? It's okay if you tell me what the problem is. I already understand. I don't know what it is, but I know you're going through something. That's being the gift. If you understand the gift of understanding or discernment or whatever you want to call it, intuition, you should not only have the intuition when something is happening to you, you should have that intuition or discernment when something is going on with somebody else, and it's not affecting you personally, but it's affecting you because it's affecting them. That may seem far stretched or highly unlikely, but when you care about people, when you love people like that, you can see, you can observe that something's going on with them. Hey, you ain't been the same. Hey, realist, you ain't been the same. Everything good? Riaz, I ain't heard from you in a little while. You good? Scorp, I ain't seen you in a month. You sure everything is okay? Right? When you do things like that, you are paying attention to who is around you, what's around you, how they coming across, because you genuinely care for people like that. You can genuinely love somebody as a brother, as a sister, as a friend, as a cousin, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, as a husband, as a wife. Those things exist for a reason. But if you never experienced that, I I apologize if it's something new to you. But that's just who I am, right? So me making this extension of trying to be there for you, if you think it's an act, I apologize once again, because this is truly who I am, right? And for those that has been with me from the beginning, they understand better than everyone else. Like, this is who he is, because they the ones that encouraged me to start this journey in the first place. You know, I mean, they know who they are, but if they don't, Realist, Atmosphere, Selena, Meek, they've been here from the very beginning. My cousin Miss Coco BX, they understand that, hey, this is who you are, and it may not reach everyone, but it'll reach someone. And for the most part, it has reached a few people. That's why, the genuineness is being received by me from a lot of you guys. Not saying that you gotta show up every time because you got lives, but the fact that you show up enough to where, hey, Busted, I see you up there. Okay, cool. Shout out to Realist. Uh, 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 Hit and Run Meek. Right? That's when you can start throwing out nicknames, and it's not a subliminal. It's just because you've been around a person for so long. We have our own conversations. When you've been around people's chats, and you know how you talk to each other. It's not a subliminal. It's just a simple, hey, that's how we talk. Just like in a family, you don't call certain family members by their real name, because you have a nickname. They was given a nickname, so you can call them by their nickname. Why? Because you have the familiarity, the familyness, to where, you know, Realist could say, "Hey, Bust It, what's going on?" Meek could say, she could sing the Bust It Down song, because they've been there. We have that year of connection. Out of the entire year, these two have been there the longest. You understand? And for the most part, it's not even that it was meant to. It was purposefully done. It just occurred because I received their energy, they received mine. So it's just like that. Like if I say, yo, AAA, Realists know who I'm talking about. If I say, praise the Lord, Meek know who I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the time that we spent together. And that's a familiarity. That's a family thing. That's what the presence of the two energies make you a present. You see what I'm saying? But people got to understand that takes time. And, you know, even now, like Scorp, Scorp be acting up, but Scorp know if I say something crazy, she know it's meant for her, right? If I say Riaz, tone it down, I know it's time to get it together. He know why I'm saying it. You understand? So it's just about the time that you put in with people, the familiarity that makes you a present. for them, and they are a as they become a present to you, not just because they appear, but because the time and energy that goes back and forth between the people, it allows you to say, you know what, I appreciate you. And that appreciation ain't just a play of words, but it's in the showing of actions, right? Like I'm super happy for Realist right now because Realist went back to something that he loves to do on here. Talking about the scenes in the battle rap area. People talking about what they going through in the battle rap days, which is coming back stronger now than ever. It brings peace to Realists. It brings him, I definitely know what they talking about. So not just to show him love because he does give me love, but now I have an understanding of why he enjoys it. And hey, if that's gonna reach somebody for me, that's around me, let me share him out. You understand? Like Meek, she goes to work. She talk about what's going on with her, how God has placed things in her heart, her mind, or whatever that may resonate with somebody. Share her out. And that's the things that we have to do going forward, right? It's about now you got to separate yourselves from the nonsense. You got to separate yourself from the foolishness, right? For me, 2025, I don't know what it is, but for somebody, it's a year of separation for some people. Because now when you separate yourself, you get to see who is with you and who is against you. And when that occurs, you like, okay, if somebody's with me, then I am a gift for them and they are for me. If they separate from me, I wasn't it for them. Like if somebody blocks me, I'm not important enough for them. If someone ignores me, I'm not enough for them. Or they're going through something, give them time. If they still don't reach out, then it is what it is. I can't do nothing about that. All I can do is be me, be who I am on here as I am off here. And that's what we have to do going forward, So, like I said, I just wanted to take this time to be the gift for people because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of you guys are a gift for me. And I know everybody ain't going to come on and do all of this and that. I didn't expect everybody to come on and do all of that. I did this for those that don't have anybody to give it to, right? Those that don't have nobody around them to say, you know what? Hey, I'm going to go over here and go to Auntie June's or Cousin Pete's or Auntie Becca or whatever, Sister Jane, whoever it is. But I'm doing this for them. I'm doing it for those that don't have a person around them, a person in their life to do that. But I'm here also to say, you know what? I appreciate you, even if you're going through the situation. I still love you. I can say I love a man and not say a pause or no homo or whatever it is, whatever the no diddy or whatever that nonsense is they talking about now, right? Because it should not be hard for a man to express love to another man. It doesn't have to be verbalized, but sometimes that verbalization can touch a man just like it could touch anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, it's okay to say, I love you, Realist. I love you, Riaz. I love you, whoever, whatever other person, whatever male that's up here. And I could say I love Meek and I love Scorp, and it's not in a relationship aspect as I'm trying to holler at them or I'm trying to hit them up or I'm trying to K-slay them or whatever you want to call it. God rest peace, K-slay, right? You trying to hit them up or whatever. It's not about none of that. It's about, yo, I genuinely love people in that capacity. I could love you as a friend. You know what, me? Uh, by the end of the year, you gonna get married. Oops, well, I ain't supposed to say that, Meek. My bad. But I already told her this already, right? And that's the thing. I could say things in the chats where they be at, and it's like I said earlier. It's not a subliminal. I'm talking to that person directly, and because we don't see each other visually or in person, you get the opportunity. Hey, yo, realist, I need you to check out such and such because you know, old boy be bugging, right? It may not be the right time to bring it up to the content creator, but it shouldn't mean that I'm trying to be slick or throw a subliminal at somebody, right? It should just basically, I'm talking to him, and like we he doesn't have his content, so we can't go into the background and have that conversation, right? I see him there. Yo, realist, don't forget 5 o'clock, your premiere coming on. Oh shit, I forgot my own premiere. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, right? When your next premiere gonna be? Oh, that's what's word. You gonna talk about that? Oh, I'm definitely gonna be there, right? It's about showing love and support or being a gift to that person that is warranted that gift, right? People get upset because people may not come through all the time. That's understandable. But if their consistency of showing up and being that gift to you is more than not, then it should never be a problem. We have to stop finding little bitty reasons to disassociate ourselves from being the gifts that we once were to everybody, whether you want to call yourself friends, associates, whatever. We have to get away from that little knick-knack petty nonsense, right? Because if you guys are paying attention, you seeing that there's people passing more and more every day, right? In the past week, like I said, I've been seeing people that's helped me get through my childhood in real life. They passed on, whether they actual people that was in my life, athletes, entertainers, whatever. You know what it allows me to realize? That I'm getting up there in age. There are people in front of me that's going, as well as people underneath me. I don't have time to sit back and hold my hands. I need to continue to show this love to the people that's here today. I need to continuously be that gift. And so here I am today saying, you know what? If you guys need to talk, well, you need somebody to distract you, I'm here, guys. Right? I could be selfish enough to say, you know what? I could be at auntie's house. I could be I could be around the kids and things like that, right? But in reality, you guys are family too. So I'm here with you guys. Whether it's 3 of you, 33 of you, 103 of you, I'm here for you. I'm trying to be the gift for you because you may not be able to have somebody around you in that form of fashion, right? So here I am. Is it thoughtful? Maybe so. Is it showing love? Absolutely. Are you deserving of this time? You bet your bottom dollar. Because that's how I feel about you guys. That's how I feel about those that are going through that situation that I rock with, that I care for, that I love. If that's what I feel it needs to be done, I am going to do it. Right? And a lot of you guys are lucky because if I had your real addresses or something like that, and y'all been missing, or had your number or whatever, I either would have pulled up on you, I either would have called you, or I either would have texted you like, yo, you guys are good. I ain't seen you for a while. You guys are good, because trust me, if If certain people would hear, they tell you like, yo, this dude checks on me all the time. And it, like I said, it be guys or girls. It don't matter. That's just who I am. I want to be the consistent one to say, you know what? I care about you that much that I'm going to check on you. If that's me being a gift, I'll accept that humbly. But I care about you guys enough to say, you know what? Let me make time for you guys to show up just in case, you going through something. Just like you you courting somebody, you make the time to make sure they hear your voice, or they see that text or email, or they get that call while you are at lunch, or they're at lunch, or whatever, their break, whatever it is. That's how I am here on a consistent basis, right? And I get it. I know people ain't perfect all the time. Guess what? I'm not perfect either. So if I fall off a little bit, I think I deserve grace. I deserve grace because there's so many other people that do worse, and you give them the opportunity of having that grace. And that's why I give grace a lot of the time too, because I don't know how many times people gave me grace. I don't know who's in the background praying for me to get better, to improve myself, to be the best version of myself. I don't have a clue who's doing it. I know one thing, I will receive that prayer, and I will do whatever I can to work on myself, improve on myself, to be the best person that I can be. And hopefully, if they're hearing me and they're listening to my voice, and they're the ones that prayed for me, hopefully they can see that I'm doing just that. So, we just gotta, like, all in all, we just gotta, we gotta continue to be present. We have to be a presence to be a present. And at the end of the day, that's the best that I can do. That's the best that I know I can do. I can be there for other people, even when they're going through their storms. I can be the olive branch, or I can be the lifeline if that's what they choose to be. That's me trying to be that gift to that person. Uh, and and like I said earlier, I get it. It may be hard for people to grasp or understand, but just sit there and observe what I do. If you can see the authenticity in it, you ain't got to question it. If you see the genuineness, you ain't questioning it. You just know it's there. All I ask is that if you see, if you don't need it at that particular time, don't take it from me, because somebody else may need that time. Somebody else may need that gift of me being supportive of somebody, right? I know ain't nobody doing that like right now. I'm just saying, future references, right? A PSA, so to speak. Don't play with somebody's time when there's somebody else that can genuinely need that time. And that's the thing that we have to do. We have to continuously be the gift. That's what I continue to offer. I am willingly offering that, right? Like I said, today is one of those days that I felt like it was needed, because everybody don't have what everybody else may have. They don't have that family around them. They don't have that those friends around them. Sometimes people are just loners, right? So, hey, hear my voice. Hey, I might could take your mind off of that loneliness right now, and just think about, or you could be brainstorming of I don't know what it is. You could be brainstorming off of what I'm talking about. Who knows? I don't know. All I could do is present myself as a person that's willing to give, to sacrifice, to help and not hurt. That's what a gift is. That's what charity is. You know, in the Bible, charity is another word for love. Because when you give to charity, you doing that from what? The kindness of your heart. That's what it's all about for me. Right? Even before I understood what the number 33 was, I was doing this way before time. I was the one that was volunteering at after school programs so kids can go ahead and do their homework, and then I'll teach them a little bit about basketball or football or how to keep their eye on certain things as they play baseball or whatever sport it is, or have a quote unquote big brother moment, even though I'm only a couple years apart from them. I've been doing this for a long period of time in real life. So why wouldn't I do that here on this app? I know people think that, you know, people fake it till they make it. What am I faking it for? What do I need to make? What do I need to make? Right? This is who I am. And like I said, those that have been around me for the past, this is amazing because it's 14 months. Over the past 14 months, if I have been inconsistent, I ask you to tell me. I don't care if you put it on a community wall. I'm not beefing with you. You know what I'm going to say? Help me to understand where I was inconsistent so I can readjust that and be consistent of what I said I was going to do. Because at the end of the day, I need you just as much to grow as you may need me just to point something out that you're doing something wrong. I just don't talk and point at people because I truly understand that I got to keep my word because there's three fingers pointed back at me, which means it's triple duty for me to continue to do what I say. Because if I'm pointing it out to you, I got three fingers at me. That means I gotta do the same thing. Just because I'm preaching, I gotta teach myself to stay on that same course. Just because I say it, I must do it as well. Right? If somebody say, you know what, I need you to be, I need you to be more available, or if I say that, I need to do the same thing. If I need you to say, hey, what's 1 times 1? I might need you to tell me what's 1 divided by 1. The example is needed. You're absolutely right. Scorp, charity does begin at home. And guess what home is? Not the edifice of the house, but yourself. Not the building of the house, not the building of the church. Because if you understand you are the church, if you know you are the church, then you got to understand that that spirit of God that you looking for that's in that church it's already been in you for the longest period of time. Your presence adds to the church because the God in you is adding that spirit into the church. Now, hopefully it's the spirit of God, because if it ain't the spirit of God, then we understand what's getting ready to happen. It's going to be a clash and things ain't going to get done. Just like at home. If you bring in your love and charity to the home, that building, and your kids or somebody else is on some other time, guess what's going to happen? Y'all going to clash. Right? Understanding that you being a gift, you have to understand that you may be adding, but if you are hindering, you're going to have to remove yourself. That's why I tell people, if I'm hurting you, please tell me so I can remove myself from the situation. I'm not here to hurt. I'm here to help. Right? As 2025 comes around, if we talking about bringing this circle, bringing this community, working together to build whatever it is that we're trying to build, right? I can't be disappointed and hurting people at the same time. You know, if I talk to somebody like Word and I'm not helping Word get an understanding of what's going on, if I'm hurting them, I need to remove myself from them because I'm not helping them. If the same for Realist, the same for Scorp, the same for me, and whoever else is here. I got to do my best to be a gift. Nobody wants a bad gift. I'm not here to give. I'm not here to gift you a box of explosions. I'm here to gift you what you need: the love, the support, the compassion, the energy, whatever it is that you feel like you need. I'm here to be the gift of that. Like today, I might just be gifting my voice so somebody could hear what I'm saying. Tomorrow, I might be the gift of someone telling me what's going on and keeping it to myself just so that they have a voice or an ear to hear what they're going through. But everybody may not understand what that gift is. Everybody may not understand what their gift is to somebody. Sometimes the best gift that you can give somebody is being who you are. You ain't gotta pump fake. You ain't gotta to fake moves. You ain't gotta do none of that. Sometimes you are the gift because you are who you are. Scorp is something else. But she's a gift because she's in her authenticity. She's in who she is. She's in her mode. That's why some people on the other side of the block, if that's who they are, that's who they are. They may be a gift for somebody, not for me. I'm not. I mean, hey, that's not for me. I just try to be consistent with who I am. If you want to call me a motivator, I need to be consistently motivating. If you want to call me an encourager, I need to be consistently encouraging. If that's what you say my gift is, I must be consistent in the gift that you want me to bring into your circle. It's okay to be diverse, but most people want what they normally feel like they need to have around them. Like some people might say I'm funny, but a lot of the times people like, you know what? He's too open and honest to be funny. Hey, I might could tell a joke at an opportune time. That's part of the gift, So, you know, that's just the thing that we have to figure out going forward. And no, it's not about being liked by everybody. It's about being liked for being liked for who you are, right? Being respected for who you are. That's what it's really about. That's the gift. You are the gift if you are who you are. Somebody may want that gift of discouragement. Somebody may want that gift of being giving somebody false hope, right? That's not me though. If that's what you want, please understand that's not what I do. And even if I think it's not worth you going through that, I can't. My intent or my things cannot trump how you feel that you need that. So I don't get involved with that. Right. If you can relate to a situation, that what makes you the gift. You can diversify it because you've been through so many different things in your life. That's what makes you a gift too. And that's the thing that people have to understand. Like if somebody going through a loss, right? Like I said, I've been going through loss for the majority of my life, so I can relate to that. So all I'm gonna do is just sit there, go ahead and tell me what it is, and I'll sit there and listen. Oh, I got to go through this, this, and this. Why? Because I had to go through that, and that. I relate to you. I relate to so many different people. That's why it's not hard for me to understand everybody's situation or those situations that I come across. And you know what they'll say? You're very understanding. That's just the gift of me overcoming certain things. I overcame a loss of life. I overcame being poor. I overcame, you know, lack of finances. I've overcome all of those things. So if you going through that, I can relate to that. Yeah, that struggle is real. You know, would you rather pay the light bill or would you rather feed yourself? Things like that. You understand that because you've been through that. That's the gift. Oh my God, you so understanding. I'm just so thankful I found you and had the time to talk to you, just that and the third. That's what it is. So I just wanted to come up here and just be that gift for certain people, right? I know in a little while, I believe my sister Tay getting ready to have a premiere at 3 o'clock. Y'all go ahead and check her out. You know, be a blessing to her. Show love to her. Check out her content. She gonna have, she gonna do her mukbang and have a conversation. You know, just show her the love. Show her the support. Be the gift and that attribute. You know what I mean? As she probably has done for you. I don't know, but it's the season of being. Today is the day of being a gift. Let's give to those that may need our attention. Let's give to those that may need our support. Appreciate you, realist, as always. You're my brother, right? And that's the thing that we need to do going forward, right? We just need to be the gifts. Be the gifts of love, be the gifts of support. But that's why I fight so hard to say, you know what? If we're around each other, we can always be our own. We can be a gift in our own right. We could be a gift in the circle. We ain't got to go all the way over there. We ain't got to go down yonder, right? Remember back in the days when you can go to your next door neighbor, yo, let me get a cup of sugar. Like today would be a great day. Hey, I need a cup of milk. You need milk? Why? Because all the stores are closed. It's Christmas. No stores is open. And if you're down south, you know what I'm talking about. In New York, you got the corner stores. But when you're down south, you better make sure you got what you got. You better have it before the day of those holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. You will be without for the longest for that. That will be a longer day for you. But that's why I'm here today. I'm here because there may not be a store around you for you to be open. What type of store? A store of somebody distracted you, or for you to have any questions or answers, or have a comment, and you could leave it in mind, and we could discuss it. If it goes longer than it does, God bless you. If it doesn't, God bless you still. But the fact that you could come here and have that comfort zone to express yourself, that's just me trying to be the gift. I just hope that you understand you guys are gifts too. That's why I'm giving back to you. It ain't a giveaway to where it's a Cash App, it's a Zelle, it's none of that. No, it's just a giveaway of me giving my time to you because I love you that much to check on you guys. I love you that much to say, yo, if you need me, I'm here. That's the gift. I just truly hope that you guys are receiving it as that and nothing crazy. Like, oh, he's faking it or whatever the case may be. No, this is just who I am. And like I said, for you guys that have been here the longest, y'all know if this is real or not. If you want to testify to it, that's your decision. But for you that are new or are coming around, just stick around and see if this is real or not. If it's real, you understand what it is. If it's fake, I apologize if you didn't receive the authenticity. That's the best that I can give you. So, with that being said, y'all, uh, like I said before, my sister Thais is getting ready to do hers at about 3 o'clock. Make sure you click over there, you go on over there and click, leave comments, wish her a happy holiday, show love, be the gift to her as you was for me, and as I am trying to be for each and every one of you guys. So with that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of, well, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I don't know if my alter ego, Mr. 33, may come on. He may come on because there's a lot of sports going on. But uh no, I do not knock on my door. I give you okay, okay, all right. I hear you, Scorp. You better cut it out, Scorp, because somebody gonna knock on your door, and you might like that knock. So I'm not even gonna mess with you because you know what you do. I'm just saying. But with that being said, guys, uh, enjoy the rest of this day. I hope I did something to show you guys the love and genuineness that I intended to give you guys, because like I said, you guys are the gift. You are a gift to me as I am trying to be to you. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget Tay Eats, 3 o'clock. She got a premiere. Check her out. With that being said, y'all, I'm out.